Welcome everybody back to another video. I'm here on the Pollyam Trail. I do apologize for the road noise, but I decided that this kind of popped into my head and I want to speak onto it a little bit and make a video for you guys. Again, it is going to be kind of tilting our perspective on focus and starting. Alright, and then how that kind of incorporates in momentum a little bit. I'll get into that in a different video, but right now just kind of starting. So I know I said in the last video that I was just getting, hey, baby back video, you know what I'm saying? So I was just getting back. But today I guess I really wanted to talk about starting, because eventually I'm going to get to the point, maybe for a year from now, and look back on these videos and then realize and understand and be like, wow, like I knew that, but I didn't know all of this other stuff. And I wouldn't have gotten to this if I wouldn't have actually started from down there. And what I'm trying, and what I'm meaning by that is, when I start, and I'm talking about now and not later, when I do that, it will build and give me opportunities in order to learn off of what I want in life and what I want personally for like self-development, right? So as I am moving through life, I am either choosing or not choosing to start on whatever it is. Procrastination, you could call it. Or you could call it fear. Now, the problem is if you would have started, and this is a good mindset to try to think, if you would have started a year ago, you already would have been fit. If I would have started this a year ago, I would have already had so much more knowledge now in order to boost myself moving forward. Okay? And this isn't like, oh my god, I'm missing out. This is more of a motivational, let's get it back. Alright? Let's get your life back. Let's get it moving forward. Now, I'm not going to be the type of dude that's like, this is your purpose, this is what you need to do. I'm going to give you practical tools. When you're depressed, you're sad, you're stuck, you're kind of sludging through life, you're doing the same shit over and over again every single day. Alright, we're changing that. I'm here to give you the real stuff. Everything. From meditation all the way down to like the woohoo spirituality, crazy stuff. Multiple realities, we're all having the same reality because there's no past and there's no present. It's just no present, no future. But see, if you're in the future, so I just caught myself, alright, I might have been thinking a little bit into the future, kind of what I want to add and bring value for this video. But yeah, so since you're not in the future and you're not in the past, all you can be is in the present. And so you have to start now, because the only thing you're ever going to be is in the present. So if you never start, and you're always in the present, you're just going to stay the same, right? Stagnation. And so another thing I really wanted to add with this, if you will, is kind of really getting into a awareness state. Let's start to become aware of things that you actually like, not the things that you have maybe a addiction or a kind of a grasp, if you will, onto it, but something that feeds your soul. Okay, do you know what I mean by that? Okay, so feeds your soul is literally recharging you, kind of like sleeping. Although some people can go to bed for like 12 hours and then still feel like crap, but even then, something that recharges you, something that makes you feel a lot more energized, so that way you can move forward. You see, so many people do the 9-to-5 job. Well, if you love it, you're good, because it recharges you, something that you actually like to do, but most people don't. They're stuck. And so now we're at this back end here, right? And we're always just kind of cycling through the silts. If you've ever seen a wave as like a salt water for the ocean, when the wave is right about to hit, like right where you're on the beach, there's all that sand and silt that's into it, that's kind of just rotating through. It's exactly what's in the back here, right? We're just kind of going through the daily routine, silting out continuously, kind of like recycling a washing machine, if you will. To-doom, 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 to-doom. What we need to do is stop doing that and start to be like, why am I in this washing machine? Why am I still doing the same stuff? It's not fulfilling me anymore. It's just kind of recycling. And get there, and then go, whoa, 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 no. And then just start pulling back from it. And the questions that I think you should really ask is, who do you want to be? What do you want to contribute? And what do you love? And based off those three questions, right now for me, I feel that it gives me a clear and direct idea and reason to start doing something for myself. Because the more that I try to project those reasons, project those things that I want onto other people, I am going to not do them myself. Because some of us have a pain body, and I used to actually, this is where I'm speaking from, I used to have this, where I would project what I wanted onto others, and I would, even though I would help others with no malice intent whatsoever, but straight from love, because I love people and I love the social interactions, dude, it gets me going. And so when I'm doing those type of things, it's never that I am doing it out of anger, or I'm trying to do it out of manipulation, but it's because I want them to get better. But at the same time, there's a boundary to there, right? And so when you have that boundary, what you have to understand is I can still help that person, but it's if they want it, it's if they ask. Is what I'm doing a projection of what I want from my own life, but I'm doing it for somebody else as a way of not getting it, as a fear? Or am I going to go, you know what, no, I need to do this for myself. Start now. Take the action now. Please take the action now. Whatever it is you want to do, take it now. Because in the time of things, you're going to be 30. You're going to be 40. See, the older you get, the faster time goes, because of the relevance of how much time you've been in this world starts to do this. And then once you get to a certain age, I have guys that talk to me all the time. They're like, dude, where the hell did the last 10 years go? I don't even know. And I'm only 21. But these people are 40, 50, and time just goes by like this for them, like it's nothing. And so from my perspective of 21, where I still think like a month is a really, really long time, it's not. It's just, if you base it down to really not being in that kind of I can't be in my head presence, this time it just boop, goes by. And so what I'm really trying to, I guess, suck out of that is it doesn't matter about the little things that happen. If you get into an argument with someone, or this thing happens to you, and or this person hurts you, in the long run, does it really matter? Do you really have to hang on to that, have that pettiness towards it, and not try to move forward? Right? Does it really have to be there? It doesn't, right? Because why would you want to stick and hold on to that anger, hold on to that, hang on to that pain, hold on to that grudge, and just not have fun? You're not having fun by doing that. You're actually taking more and more energy and more of your focus to, one, not moving forward, which, again, you're stagnating because you're not moving forward, which also doesn't feel good, because the energy, again, if we're energy, we're just moving. We don't want to be stagnant energy, because the more we stagnate, the more things cling to us. Where if we're always moving forward, it's a lot harder for that energy to go, oh yeah, I'm going to stay here. Again, just like the brain thoughts, if we try to put that energy analogy into the brain thoughts, the reason why we keep thinking negatively is because it's become a bridgeway, kind of like what I put in my old videos, is the more you think about it, the more you think about it, the more you think about it, it sticks. Okay? It sticks like glue all up in your head, and it will never go away, because you keep thinking about it, the more it sticks. You keep thinking about it, oh, myelin sheath got put on it, which is if you haven't seen my other video, it's a little bridge that gets stuck onto the energy nerve that is in your brain that is shooting the information of thought, and it makes it go faster. It's kind of like Hot Wheels. Have you ever had a Hot Wheels car? Okay, maybe some of you have, maybe you haven't, but I know for me, I had this Hot Wheel, and it was a red box, and it had two like huge, those like really, really big, I think D batteries, and they had like two little rubber spinners, and the car would hit that with the two spinners and go phew. It's exactly like that. It just makes the thought faster. So if you keep thinking that, keep sticking, and it gets myelin sheath, now it's even harder. And this is what I talked about with the trigger. And so then the more and more you do this, the more and more stagnant you become. The more and more that energy that's trying to get into you, right, it's clinging instead of moving forward. So if you move forward and you try to get better, you try to let go, you try to improve yourself, the less that those things cling to you, the less you try to blame outside things and move forward with your own life. Because in reality, I don't want to get sad and deep with you, but you're alone. You're alone and you're going to die. In all reality. Now, that doesn't mean you can't have a good time, okay? All right, don't try to take... All right, come on now. You don't have to take that down the deep road, right? So we're just trying to be happy here, all right? So, look, you can take it and still be happy. You can still try to make life a joke. But that doesn't mean that you can't be process-oriented, starting now, wanting to move forward, staying in that present state, getting that energy coming through, and not just staying there in that one spot and continuously having that energy revolve back around and around, but move forward with it. Get energized. Start changing the way that you see yourself, and understand, for you to get better, to you to feel better, you got to start. So please, I beg you, I'm on my knees, start. You want to know why I'm taking this walk? Because I'm starting. I don't know how long this has been. I'm sure it's probably, I'm probably on the 5-mile mark. My legs are aching, and I'm still trudging. Why? Because I have to start somewhere, right? I got to do something. I got to move forward doing something. This is my exercise, because right now I don't have anything else to exercise with, and so I'm making do with what I have. But I'm at least starting. I'm at least moving somewhere. And that's the whole point. Because honestly, I actually feel pretty good. I have literally segments where I'm walking and it blinks. And I wonder if you ever try to remember a happy memory, if it's detailed or if it's more of you have a bigger idea about it. Really quick. All right, I'm going to give you this last little gem before I leave. Little diamond in the rough, if you will. All right, for those Aladdin fans out there. So, when you have a really, really positive emotion and energy, is it not exactly as specific as when that person hurts you and you remember every single detailed second of it and makes you feel bad and it irks you? Or is it more of a kind of a floaty, airy, happy moving through that ultimately you don't really remember the details of, but you remember the majority of what it was, kind of like the main idea, and that was what got you feeling good. It was like a generalized memory, but it wasn't detailed into everything. It was more of just that happy, floaty kind of cloud, if you will, all right? Where this negative thing is like this detailed, scriptured sculpture of a thing that you've like made out of 48 hours of excruciating work with your little freaking claw hand thing that you can start scraping the clay with, and it's like, oh, I didn't like this, and it's like, okay, well, there's a difference. So which one would you rather have? The floaty airiness that's still positive, or this detailed description of my little clay output, right? And so what I'm trying to tie this into is when I'm on these walks, I'm coming from a present positive state. I am still moving forward, but I'm trying to build myself up. I'm trying to build positive emotions. And so I'm trying to change whatever's in my head that's negative, that keeps trying to reform. And as I'm doing this, I'm realizing that I'm blanking, literally blanking, as I'm walking. Meaning, I can remember a certain, like, very big area, like an intersection, and then I don't remember any part of walking on the trail up until I get to the next intersection or the next point where this road dips. And for me, I believe that to be literally, I am so present at that moment, moving forward, trying to fix what's in my head and get those negative thoughts to positive thoughts, and understand and underlying where they're coming from and why they're coming from there, and then really trying to get it so that it moves in that direction. It's ultimately making it so that it's that nice, light, airy cloud, and not this detailed description of all the pain I was feeling with my legs, and this weird person looked at me this way, and this other dude was like, nah, you know what I mean? So I think in essence that is kind of a key to also feeling that starting point, is getting to that present state where you feel comfortable enough to do that. Because once you're in that present state, when you're walking, you can actually start to disengage other parts of your brain. You can start to really see the world in a different way. Because as you're doing that, you're opening new neurology pathways, as there's also in nature. So there's energy, different types of energy as you're walking through, helping you as well with that. And so then, as I'm blinking, I'm still having thoughts within my head that are impacting me in a positive way, right? And just look at that, we got the sun right on the very end of it. I couldn't ask for a better freaking day. Alright guys, I hope this kind of first how to start video helped you guys out, and I'm gonna keep going on this walk. Please, and I urge you to start. Do what you love. Start something, because it's okay to fail, as long as you start, because you can just keep going on. Because like I said, the time isn't going to elapse. It's gonna smash you, and it's gonna go by, and you're gonna be like, what did I just do, right? So please start. All right, guys. Thank you. Peace.